Namaste, Sat Sri Akal, good evening, hello. I'm your host and moderator SS Chandok over here today evening, and I'm very happy that I have so eminent guests over here today from different parts of the country. It's just like we are moving from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, and we are moving everywhere thanks to the internet and thanks to the facilities which are having. And so great people are joining to us. And today, uh, what today we have, first of all, we have Dr. Manjari Tejpal, ma'am.
Good evening,
She,
everyone.
yeah, good evening, ma'am.
Good
Manjari,
evening,
ma'am,
ma'am.
actually, in every episode, when I told you that these are the eminent and influential principals, they have a long resume, they have a long, details over there to talk about them. It will take a day's time to talk about everyone. So I will say sorry, first of all, to everyone that I won't be able to talk much about you because I'll have to give a short introduction. It will take much time. So in starting, we had Dr. Manjari Tejpal, ma'am. She's principal in GEMS Public School, Patiala, and she is principal there since April 2016. She has an experience of 20 plus years, and she has worked at various capacities in different educational organizations. It may be head of management department or principal in charge of a college of humanities or as a principal in GEMS Public School. Her papers have been published in different books and journals of national and international repute. She has conducted several workshops on different topics, and she believes that no education is complete without having roots in the strong value system, and hence her students and team always participate in different social activities. We welcome you, ma'am, and we had been also seeing that you have worked at different levels from the industry to the education field also, and you also told us that you are from Haridwar and you have come to Patiala. So first of all, we like to know that what is your experience coming from Haridwar to Patiala, and how have you, shifted your education or your whatever understanding you have, knowledge you have from Haridwar to Patiala. Over
Uh,
to you, ma'am.
First of all, thank you so much, Chandok sir, for such a wonderful introduction. And I started my career in from industry because initially, during my education, I never thought of becoming a teacher. I always wanted to be into corporate. Once I decided to take up management as the profession, but as the life takes you, you should go with the flow of life. So from management, from the corporate house, I entered college, school, and here I am. My journey from Haridwar to Patiala has been quite and insightful. I think there has been a lot of cultural changes. Culture in Haridwar and Patiala is quite different. So that also gave me a lot of learning about human behavior, how humans behave and react. And this learning of understanding human behavior is helping me as a leader in school also. Human behavior right from a child to parents to teachers and other staff members in the school. I think it is the experience in various organization and various capacities has always added to the acumen in how I think and how my thoughts process and I come to a decision. So I think each organization has added value to my own experience.
That's great, ma'am. So how is the education level there, or how is this that I mean the literacy level of the parents over there?
Uh, See, Patiala, you can very well, we all know that Patiala is one of the hub of education in Punjab. We have university here, we have technical colleges, medical college. Punjab's only Ayurvedic medical college is also in Patiala. And we have some very good schools in Patiala. So people are quite aware of education and they want to give good education to children, whether they can afford or not, but still they try to find various ways and means so that they can put their children in good schools. Though you as a school leader, I've seen that we have mix of students, some students whose parents are who themselves are first generation learners, or whose parents were first generation learners and could not even complete their graduation, but they have this keen interest in making their children learn and go a long way.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So Pramod sir is observing and saying, I know everything. He is everywhere. He is in Chandigarh also, he is in Panchkula also, he is in Jammu also, he is in Lucknow also. So he is thinking, यार मुझे क्यों बता रहे, मुझे तो सब आता है, ये मैं सब जगह पहुंचा हुआ हूँ. So I had been seeing you, sir. I mean, observing you and following you, whatever you can say that you are in Chandigarh also. मतलब कहाँ से आप लखनऊ से आप चंडीगढ़ पहुंच गए, कहाँ जम्मू पहुंच गए, कहाँ देहरादून पहुंच गए. तो we have been seeing, sir is everywhere. How can he move at so many places and do everything over there? So you are the boss of the show right now, sir. You are the head of the show right now,
No, no,
and
no. No, sir, please.
that is your greatness, sir. That is your greatness. That is your greatness. Thank you, Manjari ma'am. We'll come up to sir again. Sir, our next guest is Dr. Pramod Kumar Shrivastava. He is principal in Model Academy since April 2016. He had been principal in St. Mary's Inter College, Lucknow, Lucent International College, Dehradun, and he is also right now president of Jammu Sawadya School Complex. He is the district training coordinator by COE Chandigarh. He had been observer for innovative ambassador program for school teachers by CBSE, and he has started up his career with as a teacher of computer science, not computer science. But I came to know that he had been also in the industry. Sir had been in Uptron, ACL, Aptech, Ventech Computers for many years. Then he started up as a PGD Computer Science. And he said कि हम इधर से भी संभालेंगे, इंडस्ट्री भी संभालेंगे और स्कूल भी संभालेंगे, दोनों साइड संभालेंगे, आपको हम कहीं जगह नहीं देंगे. So he had been on that side also of education industry and this side also. Hats off to you, sir. And when he came up to education, he came up as computer science teacher and PGT, but now he is heading wherever he is. He is in Jammu, so he is the leader over there, president of Saudi schools over there, and everything he is doing, sir. We are very thankful to you, sir. You are over here, and we are grateful that you are over here. So please tell something about how have you moved again. You're also experiences like Manjari ma'am only from the industry, from that
Thank you,
industry
sir.
to this
Thank you,
education.
Chandok sir. Thank you, Chandok sir, and the elite personalities present on the forum. I would say that I am a learner only, and still I am learning. Moving from from management to teaching. In fact, you know what? That if you talk about Upton or Uptake or Ventech, they all are the educational institutions where also I was heading. So teaching was my my dream, and I wanted to really become a teacher only. Though my brother wanted to be an engineer, and in my times, what, only regional engineering college besides IITs, only regional engineering colleges were there, and I have been thrown to one of the regional engineering college and go and join engineering and complete and do it in Gorakhpur, Madan Mohan Malviya Regional Engineering College. But I left because the engineering was not my what the passion or not my interest. I wanted to be a teacher, so I left and I started with the MSc and all, MSc, then MCA, then B.Ed and all, everything all completed. Joined as a computer science teacher, but in between I joined Upton and Uptake and Vintech. So nevertheless, this journey, what started, most of the time I have been there in the Mussoorie and Dehradun only. So teaching, learning is a process where, every teacher, we all are teachers, where every teacher learns a lot. And still I'm a learner. I'm learning from even from my KG child. They make us understand so many things which we even really we don't know, and they makes us understand. So that is what I just wanted to describe about me. Yeah, I wanted to be a teacher, and I'm a teacher only. These all, the love of the people, and they are so fascinated about me. Then they have given me the responsibilities. I started taking the responsibilities, and I'm bearing with these responsibilities. Right?
That's great, sir. That's great, sir.
Chandigarh,
Sir,
I've been never been in Chandigarh. Chandigarh, I'm just I'm associated as the district training coordinator with COE Chandigarh. But I have been to Dehradun, I have been to Lucknow, I have been to Mussoorie, and now in Jammu. since
Sir,
last
had you ever
6
been to
years.
Kanpur, sir? Haven't?
Yeah, so many times, so many times.
Sir,
So many
that's
times.
not good, sir. You
My
came over
sister,
here
my
and
sister
you
is there in
told me.
Kanpur. Chandok sir, my sister
Okay,
is there in Kanpur. So I have visited
great.
so many times Kanpur. She is staying in, Panki. So I used to visit
Okay,
Panki
okay, okay.
frequently. And next time,
Pan,
whenever I'm coming, I definitely I'll
sure,
come
sir.
and see and आपके दर्शन जरूर करेंगे.
सर बिल्कुल बिल्कुल मोस्ट वेलकम. वही तो मैंने कहा कि आपको आना जरूरी है. Panki is somewhere around 4-5 kilometers away from our place, not quite far away.
Not a distance, not a distance,
Uh,
not a
Not
distance.
not a, not a distance. Sir, how do you feel? Which state or which city you felt best wherever you have worked?
Oh.
A different question.
No. I'll tell you what. When I was in Upton ACL, I was in, Shamli is the place you must have heard,
Yes, sir.
right? It is in Muzaffarnagar district.
Yeah.
And, I don't have to speak about, Muzaffarnagar district and Shamli. But you know what? People, what they are, loving me there also. And they are having a lot of respect for me. Even, I don't know anyone, but nobody can talk me in by raising his voice. If somebody talks with me, so many people are around me and they are simply coming in between. No, you cannot talk with sir like this. I don't have to speak even a single word, and they are taking the responsibility of mine. So that kind of love I have received from that place even also. So it depends on you,
It
Chandok
depends
sir.
upon you. Yes,
It
sir.
depends on you.
It depends
And
upon you and
कहते हैं ना कि
working with remote places or other places where people are
rather
less literate.
rather I really enjoyed working in in the remote places because the people are very good. They have a lot of respect and they are eager to learn everything and they wanted to to explore the things.
Yeah, bilkul.
The
I
more
also
you move
my
to cities,
yeah
yeah.
yeah my last school was Seth Hanandam Jaipuria Hamirpur. Hamirpur is not in that here it is near Kanpur only. Hamirpur place is there 60 kilometers away. I was
Yeah.
the founder principal over there. So there, whatever respect I got over there, I get it everywhere. But the people over there, they were illiterate or whatever they were millennials, and building material is being produced from that. They have Betwa River over there. The building material you have that Khadan is over there. So parents used to come with revolver over there in their pocket and okay, parents meeting outside. Okay, sir. तो I used to give them a peace of mind even. तो वो बाहर निकल के बोलते थे यार प्रिंसिपल सर ने इतना डांट दिया जो जिंदगी में किसी की हिम्मत नहीं हुई है पता नहीं कैसे डांट पाते. तो there you have a different experience with less facilities.
Exactly.
And I had a very good relations. I made a very good relations with the DM there, and I got the affiliation and that recognition letter for 1 to 8, and then affiliation for 9, 10, grade 9 and 10, affiliation for CBSE. Everything I got it done from there. Done it from there at my local level.
Exactly.
So you get working in a
have a
city
lot
and
of
working in a
respect.
remote area. You have different experiences. You have even in a city also you move up to 2 places also. No, there also is a difference. That is there.
Exactly.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much coming over here. Next, we have Neeta Das, ma'am. She is principal in Saluja Gold International School, Girid, Jharkhand. And she has a track record of success through strategic planning, curriculum, and program development. She started her career as a computer science teacher again we have, and moved forward to work in the role of coordinator, headmistress, academic head, and principal. She has also worked with corporate sector along with schools, or the corporate people unintentionally they have got connected today. And she has also worked with the corporate sector along with schools. Apart from academic excellence, she has been involved in interviewing, hiring, observations, and coaching of teaching staff, as well as organizing and coordinating classroom teaching practices and management skills for the teachers in frequent intervals. Welcome, ma'am. Welcome. And
thank you so much, Chandok sir, and
my
good
pleasure,
evening
ma'am.
to all my fellow members.
Ma'am,
Let me
please.
give you yes, sir.
Yeah, please first of all tell us that this name to have come to know for the very first time, Girid. So the spelling was also
basically this is Giridih, a small town in Jharkhand.
okay.
And yes, and it is very near to the capital of Jharkhand, Ranchi.
Okay.
Yes. And
Right.
to tell about myself, basically I got my previous early education in Ranchi only. My father was in Mekong, so I got my primary education in DAV JVM, Shamli Ranchi, and also I did my college from there. After that, I got settled in Rourkela, and I started my career as a computer teacher, as already spoken by you. And thereafter, I moved in the category of headmistress, coordinator, vice principal, and principal. And luckily, I got a chance to work with corporate. Stratagem EduServe Private Limited is the Bangalore-based education management company where I was working in the role of head academics. And my, my job profile is to work for the school projects.
Okay.
So I basically got the opportunity to work for 7 to 8 projects in different states. Almost 7 to 8 states I've worked with, be it West Bengal, be it Odisha, be it Jharkhand, be it Madhya Pradesh, be it Chhattisgarh. So my role as an academic head was to develop the curriculum for the schools, recruitment of the principals and the teachers, mentoring them, and conducting induction and the training program for the teachers. And of course, academic visits were also there. I was basically monitoring the school and the flow of academics in different schools. And wherever we faced any kind of problems, so I was there to resolve the problem. So that was my role in the corporate sector. Almost 7 years I worked, and this is luckily the project of the company where I worked. So this Giridi Saluja Gold International School is also owned by, it was managed by Stratagem in the beginning. So my own company. So I have taken over the charge as principal here. So prior to this, I was also in Hardoi, Uttar Pradesh. I worked for the Cambridge School, and there also we got the affiliation done for the senior secondary level. So we just got the affiliation for the previous year. It was virtual inspection, and we had to actually do a lot of brainstorming, a lot of exercises, because it was all very new for all of us. So yes, we did it, and we successfully got the affiliation for the senior secondary level. And here the school is secondary level affiliated, and this time we have applied for the senior secondary level affiliation.
Right, ma'am. All the best to you, ma'am, for the affiliation.
So much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much for coming, ma'am, and introducing yourself. Next, we have Shilpa Mahajan, ma'am. Ma'am, are you there? Shilpa, ma'am. Yeah. Next, we have Shilpa Mahajan, ma'am. She is the owner and principal of Shubh Memorial International School, Aknoor. I had been looking into her profile. I had been seeing that she had been into the social activities so much that she is not only connected, being an owner also, and as well as the the principal also. She has to look after all the things, as well as she is also connected with many associations. It may be EduFeed or whatever, many XYZ, how many associations are there she's associated. I saw her that she's a member of Grameen Samasya Samadhan Sanstha also, where you are able to help the people. You are able to help the people on the basic level, on the root level, in the villages and all. And ma'am, please tell us whatever you are associated with, please.
First of all, a very warm good evening to everyone who are in this platform today. And it's a great privilege for me that I am associated with you, sir, and meeting with a wonderful people, wonderful educationists in our country, especially Pramod sir, who is also from Jammu, and all the other people. Sir, basically, I am counselor also. I'm in politics, but whenever I am mentioned myself as an educationalist, I only mention I am educationalist. But I am deal with the municipality area also. On the days, I daily doing lots of course for the people as a whole, and in the afternoon, I'm in the school to looking after all the things that are associated with the education sector. And I started this journey from the 2013. I came to this field by chance. I was having no plan to be in this field, because as a parent, as a mother, I feel lack in this area, in the Aknoor area. So I decided to do something for this sector, and I came to this field by chance. And luckily, through this journey, I met with a lot of people. who teach me a lot, and I learn a lot from them.
Right.
And every day I'm learning a lot and I'm trying to do the best in this field and to do best for this area, so that the children, the kids of this area are capable to compete with the nation as a whole. And
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. And it's very good and it's commendable that you are working in a remote area. There have you put a school and you are providing education to the people, to the students or the kids who may not get so much good education as you are providing them. And we have also talked about the place where you are. It's a beautiful place, a picnic spot. Where all of us will be coming to you for sure, ma'am.
yeah, through your medium, sir, I want to invite all of you. Pramod, sir, please come for the picnic. At least you can also come in the Saturday or Sunday with your family.
Sir, so can come anytime, anytime. He
Yeah,
can come
please.
anytime. He is
And,
also coming to Kanpur also. He has promised. His sister is over there, so sir will be coming here also in Kanpur.
But first, I'm in Jammu, so I will be, privileged to, visit Aknoor first.
Ladies first, sir. You can go over there first. Second chance can be mine. After Neeta ma'am also, or after Manjari Tejpal ma'am also, you can be over there. Right.
Sir, I want to invite through your medium to all the people for the Vaishno Devi Darshan and then come to Aknoor. Please.
That's great. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Invite, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank
This
you.
is a very lovely invitation. Visiting
Yeah,
a
we would
place
like to
near.
go if we get a chance ever to meet,
Yeah.
go there.
Agree.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am. And next we have Amritaj sir. He is the head of Club One BR, Stones to Milestone program. Amritaj sir is an IT, he's an IT from Madras, IM, and Bangalore alumni. He has worked in Unilever in Bombay and Singapore in 2009 when he decided to leave everything and focus on reading and language literacy. He's a storyteller and an author and a book lover. He heads Club One BR Readers, which is a mission to get 1 billion children to reading. So we invited him over here also along with us, that we wanted to discuss about reading, that how can what this project is, Club One BR, that is 1 billion children should do the reading. That is very important part. So it'll be, thank you, sir. Welcome to you. Please tell something about yourself also, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for the invitation. Sorry, I'm a little late today.
No issue, sir.
What you said, I'm an engineer by profession, but 2009 I left, started a library and a publishing house. I'm a storyteller. I travel a lot. Before pandemic, of course. Now there's not much travel. And I had this program called Club One BR. It's supported by a company called Stones to Milestones. Very eager to be part of any conversation regarding reading. It's my life's passion that people should read more. And any way I can help principals, schools, parents, teachers, children with respect to reading, I'd be more than happy to.
Thank you, sir. Welcome. And we'll talk about Club One BR also, that what is good about that for the kids and how you're providing it. We'll talk about that also. So let's start up with the questioning round. So I'm sorry in talking about question. Will be talking about reading. So Pramod sir, I'll like to know your views regarding how much reading is essential for academic excellence.
Yeah.
Sir, you're muted. Sir, you're muted. Pramod sir, you're muted. No, sir, you're muted.
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay, sir. Technical fault.
See, reading how this, how it is important and what role it is, playing in our life, or rather, why should I say only children? Reading is important for everyone, each one of us. It's not only the child has to read. Because, if I'm not reading, I cannot imagine the things then. Once we are watching any sort of movie, what is happening? It's a multimedia. But watching movie is simply going to, relax our mind, because everything is in front of me. But while we are reading, you know what, lot many imaginations are coming to our mind, lot many pictures or different kinds of pictures are coming to our mind. So it means what, that while I'm reading, I'm not simply reading. This is a kind of, you know, mind exercise also is going on, which is happening without knowing, or I can say unknowingly it is happening. So I cannot say that reading is simply a task. Reading is it is a kind of exercise rather, which helps us, you know what, to be more imaginative, and to establish communication between other people, with other people, and it enhances, you know what, our intrapersonal skills even also. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Because it shows me that this is, you know, the meeting is disconnected. So I thought I'm out of this meeting.
No,
And
sir. We won't let you,
lot of
sir.
many, you know, technical glitches are coming nowadays. So I was talking about what it creates our, you know what, imagination's power and the creativity. So reading is simply not only that for the task that we are reading, it is doing a lot of, you know, exercise and activities on the backdrop, which helps us, you know what, to be more imaginative, to be more creative. So rather, I would say that reading is what, it is a creative skills which helps us to move ahead into our life.
Great. Great, sir.
Now the point is coming ki how to develop this kind of, because nobody wants to read. And let me tell you, during this pandemic time, you know what, children, they're not, you know, eager to take the books even also, because everything is online. So that is again a challenge. I think that is a problem for all of us, for all of, you know, educators,
Yes, sir.
how to, you know, cope up with this kind of problem. So we have to find out the ways. We have tried so many things. We have tried and tested so many things which can be inculcated amongst the students first, and then the teachers and the parents, everyone. So that is all from my side, because you
Thank
know.
you so much. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Next, Nita ma'am. I'll also like to ask you the same question.
Yeah.
How far is the, you know, reading is essential for academic excellence?
As very truly told by Pramod sir, reading is definitely very much helpful, not only for the kids but everyone. Each one of us should have this reading habits and develop this reading habits, as it develops creativity, and of course imaginative skills also are developed. And not only intrapersonal skills, but we also enhance our interpersonal skills, because the more we read, the more better we communicate.
Yeah.
It lies in a subconscious mind what we have read, and that same thing is stored in a subconscious mind, and when we are speaking to others, the flow comes. So it is all done through the reading skills, and definitely we can have a lot of reading activities for the students. Like we can have reading of the newspapers, reading of the magazines, we have debates, we have speeches, we have extempore. So these all will develop the reading skills in the students, and which will definitely help them in the long run, sir.
Right, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. That's great. About we know that reading is very important for the all-round development for a child. That is for sure, and for the elders also. As Pramod sir said, everybody should read at any age level, because reading is an exercise. Like when you're chewing, when you are eating, you are chewing. So say it, all the muscles, they get flexible when you are chewing. So likewise, when you are reading, your brain is also getting that exercise, and it will work more proper. Like Pramod sir also said that, and Nita ma'am said. Next, I'll come to Manjari ma'am. Ma'am, I'd like to ask you what type of reading programs you will like to, or you have implemented in your school.
Chandok sir, in our school, as our prominent guests here have already said, that reading is really essential. So considering this, we have tried to implement various things in our school. because I feel that in these times, earlier as a child, I remember people, my father and others talking that any city can be judged by seeing that how many libraries and cafeterias are there, how educated that city is. But now, this somehow is no more the concept. I really feel, somehow I always feel bad, and it gives me pain to see the condition of city library in Patiala. When I was a child, my father was posted here. I immediately after coming to the city, the first thing my father did was getting us enrolled in that in that city library. It was quite rich, but now it's rare that people go to that library. Considering this particular scenario, I feel that we need to put a lot of efforts, because developing reading in children is not just school's job. Parents and school will have to go hand in hand, so that we are able to develop that love and liking and interest in reading. So in our school, right from pre-primary, we have taken up numerous activities. Like in pre-primary, in foundation classes up till grade 2, we have implemented this Oxford Reading Tree program. And in Oxford Reading Tree program, there are a lot of picture reading is being done right from a 2.5-year-old child. Because a 2.5-year-old child certainly cannot read the words, but yes, they can understand the picture. They can analyze the picture. They can comprehend things by looking at the picture. So teacher has to be prepared to ask questions based on a particular picture, and that gives a way to enhance vocabulary of kids. Because if suppose they are not able to say something, teacher has a word to give to them that this is how you speak. And the kind of questions we plan to ask children based on that picture also aids in improving students vocabulary. Then for pre-primary up till foundation classes, we also have focus a lot on sight words. One is,
Okay.
phonics. That's what we follow in helping children understand and read. Right from KG1, phonics is implemented and used, so they are able to join words and are able to read. So along with that, we know that there are numerous words which do not follow phonics. So those sight words are always taken into account, and we try to frame different sentences with children, so that they know how and where these sight words are used, and how these sight words can be read without any difficulty.
Great.
This also, along with that, comprehension is introduced right from K1, KG1, because the moment a child is able to read three-letter word, there is no issue. You can create number of comprehension, ask questions, and let the child attempt to those. This is what we are doing in junior grades. And similarly for senior, we are, pandemic has given us such wonderful opportunity that there are a lot of online sites, there are websites, there are companies, they're offering a lot of things for free. So there is one site, it is called Read Log Theory. That is what we are using for our senior grades, third onwards, as teachers they provide the comprehension to them, and then students have to attempt that comprehension a period of time. And good part is, if a child is doing a guesswork, it also comes to the notice of a teacher, because the time used by a student is pretty less. So that also comes to the notice of a teacher while getting that analyzed result. So this is also helping us in many ways in improving this reading skills. And another thing, it is to generate interest. The curiosity part has to be done, which I feel that is something we can try, and we have not I would not say that in all ways we have so we are successful in things. But this is curiosity part, I would like that somehow teachers should try and utilize in their classrooms to enhance interest in reading. Because first thing is, a
Right.
child should be interested in reading. Second thing is giving the reading material, providing something which is of child's interest to read. So I think all these things together, and encouraging parents. We ask our parents not to send candies on the birthdays of their ward. They donate a book in class library, and that
That's
remains
great.
with that room, because the book is age appropriate. So when grade 2 children are promoted to grade 3, the book still remains in the library, class library of grade 2. So we are able to have some books, and we give free time to our children that go to your class library and turn pages and read. This is what we are following, and these kind of reading programs we have implemented in our school.
That's
Library
great.
is there, they go to library. That's a general feature of school. This is something which we are doing beyond that.
That's a great thing you're doing in Patiala, because as I told you earlier, I'm also connected with Patiala.
Yeah.
It's a small and peaceful town. We were talking that after 9 o'clock, it looks like that this midnight.
Yeah.
So people are, service class people and retired people they stay over there, and it's a very peaceful and a very, neat and clean city, where ma'am is. So that's a great thing, ma'am. You're doing for the place like Patiala. The same thing is being done by Shilpa ma'am also. I'll come to Shilpa Majan ma'am, that she is also looking, or is having a school at a place where the facilities might be also less as compared to the big cities, and she's taking care of everything over there. So ma'am, when you come up with this type of reading programs or anything, so how do you encourage the students to read? First of all, basically when we come up to the reading habit had to be done with all the stakeholders. We basically talk about the reading habits to be done with the students. How do you make them, encourage them to read?
Thank you so much, sir. Very nice question you have asked me. I'm agree with Anjali ma'am. She has told lots of new things to us, and definitely we learn from her also. As far as myself is concerning, my school is concerning. At present, my school is up to 6th standard. Every year, I extend the class one by one, and within 3 or 4 years, it goes up to 12th standard. I'm talking from the 6th standard, sir. Basically, I'm focusing on the LSRW program, not on the reading, but on the LSRW. That is listening, that is speaking, reading, and
Right,
writing.
and writing.
Because all are comprehended with each other. If a child is listening well, if the child is speaking well, and if the child is writing well, definitely he can read well. And I'm talking about the Pramod sir, as Pramod sir is told previously, that reading is not for the reading. It includes imagination powers. It includes our skills also, and it includes our imagination's powers a lot. For the 6th standard, there is a literacy club. For the 5th standard, there is a competition that conducted every month. Likewise, reading competition, likewise is comprehension competition, and reading and writing skills competition also. And for the pre-primary section, so from this year, I have introduced something different. Even the foundation kid of the nursery standard also, we start with a letter rhyme. When 3 or 2.5 year kid entered in our school, getting admitted, in the first month, we start with a letter rhyme that includes the phonic sounds. Do you learn the letter sound? It's like this type of rhythm, and child very quickly grasp the whole song. And when the foundation kid read apple, he can't say A for apple or A says apple. He says apple. And for the junior, that is LKG class, if he or she, if the child is seeing the pic, he says cat, not say CAT cat. And for the senior class, where the blends is concerned, the child is not saying SLAP. That sound is including with each and every words, and that is my starting point of my school kids. And due to this benefits, what I'm observing, I was taking the online class of senior class last week. I gave them lots of words we were not introduced to them earlier. And with this tricks, they teach 5 letters words also. And that
Great.
was
That's great, ma'am. You are
if,
taking your own way, your own method of teaching to them. That's great. That is what this platform is for sharing our ideas, what we are doing at our own level, and what can we improve after exchanging of the ideas. So
yes,
the best thing is I'm getting a lot of things from everyone in the every session. Thanks to you, ma'am. And that's great that again that you have opened up a school at a remote area, and you are going to gradually bring it to the 12th standard, and you're maintaining the standard also of that particular place, of the other
so,
particular school. That's
but
okay, you.
that will be sure if you personally visiting to the school and then observing all the
Ma'am,
things.
you have already invited us, and we will be surely coming to you. But before me, Pramod sir will be coming over there.
Definitely.
Then after some time, when all the things will be clear regarding pandemic, when we'll be coming here in Kanpur, then he'll meet me also when he'll be coming to sister's house. That we have already discussed, and that agreement has been done beforehand. But sir will be coming to you before my we come.
For sure.
Thank you so much, ma'am, Shilpa ma'am. Now we'll come up to Amrita sir. Amrita sir, as you have seen the conversation of all of us, and as Manjari ma'am specifically said that there was a library. I have seen that library, ma'am, somewhere. I don't remember that place exactly.
It is in front of that lake near Kali Mata Mandir.
Yeah. So that was a very famous.
It is in shambles now.
Yeah.
And that's very sad.
That area is also very cozy. You have to pass on to, if you want to go to the city or some other place. It was the midway also somewhere, I remember.
Yes, it is the way. I mean, if
near Fiora Chowk side, that side only. Right.
Yeah.
I remember a little bit. I remember in childhood we used to go over there. It's a matter of around 30 years back when we used to go over there. So, like ma'am, sir, Amrita sir, ma'am is saying that children don't go for the books now. All the schools, many of the schools we have talked about that day, we were talking with Seema ma'am also and many other principals also, that we have class library instead of having a school library. Now the schools have come up to this thing that they are having class libraries, but still the students are not interested. I've been seeing that 2-3 dictionaries are lying over there and nobody sees at them. As the Google came and the mobile came, internet came into being. So there is no use of the books there is no expenses also. You don't have to expend much for that. So here we want to know about your Club One BR program. You told me about that, and we also, all of us will like to know about that. Okay, what it is. Of course, you told us that everything what you are providing right now, it is free of cost for all the schools.
Absolutely.
So please tell me that out the stories and activities and the teachers training, everything, sir. What can you tell about this?
Sure, sir. Before that, I just want to take a minute to thank you for inviting me. Also want to just point out a few things and just echo a few thoughts. Manjari ma'am, absolutely true when you say that, just putting the books out there doesn't mean anything. And unless we are able to get the children excited through whatever methods, it just doesn't work. Access is not enough. Absolutely true on that. I also wanted to point out something that I think has been a recurring theme that everybody is saying, that, reading powers imagination. So in 2013-14, I was working with an author who also happened to be working in a neuroscience field. And basically we were talking about some studies that he had done. And what he was telling me is that what happens when you read something, or anybody, whether it's a child or an adult, is that there is a scarcity of information, which means that, very simple example is, suppose you're watching a movie, the movie paints the entire picture, and you know what everybody looks like, sounds like, how everybody interacts with each other, their emotions. It's a very vivid picture. Whereas when you read, that picture is not there. The picture is half there. And so what happens when the picture is half there, because there's so much scarcity, that your brain works harder to fill in the details. And that's why, he was telling me of MRI studies which are done, which show the parts of the brain lighting up while reading, which is the same parts of brain which are associated with creativity and imagination. I just thought I'll share that because it's so true. And we say it from personal experience, but there's so much science behind it also. But having said that, let me take the cue and just talk about Club 1BR. So Club 1BR is Club 1 Billion Readers. Our goal is to help schools, parents, teachers get to, as a community, raise a billion children who are readers. What we do is very simple. We give the Freedom Reading app, free of cost to schools. The Freedom Reading app is it's a reading app. It's been around for a while. It has about 2,000 odd books, and in the last 6 months we have completed about 250 million reading minutes by children. So it's a good number, like it's a good momentum. What happens when schools get to use the app for their children is that the school also gets a lot of data with respect to who's reading, how much are they reading, who's not reading, which class is doing well, which class is not doing well. And so what the school then does is uses this information to plan successes, to plan interventions, to celebrate someone. And as you know, it's a common problem. We can have as many libraries and we can give children one book home a day, but we can't really force them to read. And so what happens on a digital medium, the big difference is that on a digital medium, I can actually check whether the child read and how much he understood or she understood, and so on. So that's the advantage that Club 1BR does. In addition, we do a lot of parent workshops. A lot of schools come back to us and say, we believe in reading as principals and educators, but how do we talk to our parents? And sometimes we do parent workshops. Sometimes we do teacher workshops, especially on storytelling, and using storytelling to encourage reading. Very common trick we use is we tell the teachers, just do the story till 90% and then tell them to go read the book. But yeah, so that's what Club 1BR does as an overall picture. It's a free program. And of course, there are some paid programs, but largely it's free for schools to use. The data is given back to them.
So you told me that there are around 200 stories over there.
2,000.
And 2,000 plus stories over there, audio and audio-visual post stories over there. And this is what good thing I like about that. The teachers or the school management can look over that. What is the response or what is the development of a child in each and every class? Yeah. That is most important, because all the stakeholders, they have to take care, because we all know there's nothing to discuss about this as an educationist, that reading is very important. As LSRW, that program is very good. So with that, reading is very important. If the reading habit is over there, the child's mental development, we say every child has the same mind, same level of mind. It is just how it takes it. So that is, it's not a child is a topper or an average or a below average. It is how the child has started up, the foundation. We say that the pre-primary teachers or the primary teachers are as important as the senior teachers. It is being shown that 9 to 12 teachers, they are very important. They are board teachers. No, if they are not getting good from the pre-primary or primary teachers, they won't be able to do good at that level. So basically what we feel is that reading habit should be there at any age of level, but the starting should be there. At a certain age of level, there the reading cannot start. If I am not a good reader at this age, I cannot become a good reader. Maybe or may not be. It may be or may not be. Both the things are over there. Like is when the child from the very root, from the very pre-primary or primary section, he or she has that habits in that. So automatically we'll see that the result of the school will also improve. The all-round development of the child will be there, and the result will also improve. And basically, whatever aim is to provide good education to the children, that is what we are coming up with NEP. We all had been discussing about NEP from the last year, 1 year, and what it is moving from rote learning to critical thinking. So critical thinking basically depends upon reading also and listening also. So all are important, and out of that, reading, we talk about reading. So reading is very important. You told us, sir, that we have this program and it is free of cost. And I think you give training to the teachers also, free trainings also to the teachers regarding this program also. Right. That's great, sir. Thank you so much. Next, we come back to Manjari ma'am. Manjari ma'am, as Shilpa ma'am also, we gave her views that how she is implementing these type of activities at pre-primary level. So what you are doing up at the pre-primary levels for regarding this reading activities?
Chandok sir, I already have shared this, and I think in pre-primary, I also feel that reading has to come right from the beginning. We
Yeah.
can't say that when you grow up, you will learn reading. So reading has to start from very infancy. So infancy is something which is beyond the control of school, because for 2.5, 3 years, a child is with parents. So what they do with a child, that's not in our control. That's external
Yeah.
factors. But
Yeah.
the moment child enters a school, we believe exposing child to books.
Yeah.
And the as Mr. Amrita said that storytelling is very important. So right from because we take children in pre-KG after the age of 2.5 years. So the child in this age group, in this age bracket, is exposed to number of books, number of picture reading is done with the child, and a lot of questioning based on those pictures are asked. And then in LKG or KG1 grade, we start introducing sounds earlier, because we believe that it's important that letter identification should be there. So we focus on identification in pre-KG, and in KG1. This after identification, phonics comes into place. And as Shilpa ma'am said, that child does not read CAT. So same stands true with us. Child doesn't read CAT. They read at. So that's how they start following reading quite early. Also, we do not follow this sequence of alphabets A, B, C, D. We follow this approach of SAT pin, where if you this is the first line which we teach a child, SAT pin. So that because with this SAT pin, we can make at least 49 words. Alphabets are important to help child read. Alphabets are not important to read A, B, C, D. So we focus this way. And in KG2, digraphs, blends are introduced, and we introduce certain rules in those class in a storytelling method. Like we have this mat. So why this is not mate? Why is it mate? So similarly, a child has to be told that whenever vowel comes before E, it will have to read letter E. So this is how we introduce in junior grades and other grades. This is Oxford Reading Tree program is there. It has helped us a lot in ensuring that child becomes interested in reading. They start asking for books. They start looking for books. We have children in class for whom this class library is always much less. So they ask what more, what extra is there. And in pre-primary and other grades also, we have started introducing, author of the month. Because when we talk about author, we give this author and the exposure of books and some idea on what kind of books are written by this author. We are able to generate some curiosity in children to look for it. I remember I was taking English for grade 8 because there was dearth of English, there are dearth of good English teachers. So I had at that point in time there was no English teacher in my school. I was taking grade 8. We had Nelson series from Oxford. Nelson series has very small one paragraph chapters, and generally the teacher find it difficult. They feel what is there to teach. So that book, introduction of that book is really good because it leaves a lot of things to imagination and lot of curiosity in the mind of children. We were doing chapter Star Wars, just a paragraph, the end of it. Now children were looking at me that, ma'am, what next? I said, you go home. Have you ever heard of Star Wars? So some of the children were playing the game Star Wars. Some had watched that movie and that gave interest to them. They went back home. They looked for it. Next day they came. I gave them the task of using mode of theater mode to do that chapter. They created dialogues because they read when they went back home. They watched movie. They again use certain things from the game they were playing on Star Wars. And with that, they were able to explain and understand that chapter really well. So I think, generating curiosity, giving
That
exposure,
is there.
that has
That
to
is for
be
sure.
there.
Acha, other day also, I mean, when we are having a session, Mr. Rasik Gupta, everybody knows Rasik Gupta, the Sayu Academy. So he was telling that when we were in school or college level, so when we used to have an English period, so the teacher should come in, used to come in the class. She should used to read the the story. When the climax was over there, she used to stop over there. Okay, we will study that tomorrow. So like we have it in episodes, like in TV series and episodes we have na when something is going on and climax comes over, kal dekhiyega. So that type of situation teachers create because basically when we talk about the stakeholders, so we also say that stakeholders so is basically is the teacher who has to take the main role. We as an head of the institution, we cannot look after everything. So this is basically when the teachers themselves they are not good readers. So that is also a big problem, or you can say. So there the interest has to be created amongst the teachers. So there
Chandok
also
sir, sorry, because of this particular problem, we had to give away with this Nelson series. Teaching Nelson series is not that easy in class. Teacher find it very difficult because a teacher has to be voracious reader to teach
yeah,
that.
yeah, that is the mindset of many of the teachers. Most of the teachers, I should not say that whatever we know and we are working from last 20 years or 15 years or 25 years, we know everything. We
Yeah.
don't want to learn anything. Till the last day of your life, you have to learn. This is what you have to your mindset. So that type of thinking is not with everyone. So we also started many things. We got married, our kids were there and they have grown up now. When they have grown up, we see that we learn from them. We learn from them. Many good things we learn from them. I learn, my daughter is elder. She is doing graduation last year, English honors. She's doing it and she's into content writing and everything. She tells me that this is right and this is wrong. And more than that, my son tells me he's in grade 8. He tells me more. So you can learn from anywhere and anything. So basically what the thing is that the stakeholders, so basically we have to get it from, from the teachers. So Rasik Gupta said कि वो हमको क्या करती थी, जैसे टीवी एपिसोड में होता था कि एकदम से आया और कल बताएंगे. So there's an excitement, कल जल्दी आए and we had to see this Anupama or any serial which are going on top level. बहुत जबरदस्त जा रहा है ये. So that likewise, the story has to be entertained by the, other day also, Seema Negi ma'am also told something, I think, remember, she only said that I wanted to inculcate the habit of, reading to my child, my son. So I showed her the series of Pokemon or any other series she told. So after seeing that series of seven, so he said that now give me a book I want to read. So, you have to create an interest that is more important. So coming up to the next thing, ma'am, Neeta ma'am, I'd like to ask you that who needs to be convinced more for reading, the teachers or the parents?
It is a very tricky question, sir. Yes, it is. Of course, the teachers needs to be told more, and of course, as now it is the online front where parents have to be thoroughly there with the children 24 hours. Reading, guiding the children when the exam classes are going on. Thereafter, also back of the class, homework also they have to take care of. So, of course, parents also have to be, convinced for the reading because until unless they are educated, until unless they are learned, they will not be able to guide their children. So, it has to go hand in hand for both teachers as well as parents.
That's great, ma'am. That's great thing you have told, sir. Sir, Pramod sir, I also like to know your views about this, that how it should be and how you're doing it, or how we should do it. Guide us.
In fact, who is good, who is the better master, whether the teacher or the parent, this is a debatable, topic. But in my point of view, the parents are the better master because the parents are the first teacher of a child. Rather, the mother is the first teacher of the child. And once the child comes to a school, that becomes a trio. The triangle, 3 vertices of a triangle. You are a mathematics teacher. You can understand better way. The 3 vertices of a triangle, if either is losing, triangle will be incomplete. So that trio, one is the student sitting at the top, one side the parent is there, another side the teacher is there, who is stressing the child to do all these things. So they need to make a balance about first thing, and then of course, like Manjari ma'am has just said, Neeta ma'am has said, and Silpa ma'am already said that what kind of methodology they are following to inculcate the reading habits. And I'll tell you what, that storytelling and comic reading and pictures reading, right? It is the best way to inculcate or to get the child into the habit of reading, which we used to implement. And I'll share with you. We have created around 7 or 8 graphic novel for the senior school, not for the juniors. Juniors already a lot of comic novels are there, and for the senior school, right from grade 6 to grade 12, we have created the graphic novel. The entire chapters has been converted into the graphics mode, where the characters has been taken, means again the story. Say for example, we are going to teach the physics, the induction, how the induction is there in the physics, how the induction motor is working, how it is functioning. So all has been taken into the form of a novel, a sort of novel has been created, so that the entire chapters can be given in say 20 or 30 pages, where the child has an interest of reading. Like you have mentioned, कि कोई भी serial खत्म होता है तो क्या होता है, to be seen tomorrow. अब वो एक सीन दिखा देंगे, उसका वो लास्ट वाला होगा या पता नहीं कौन से एपिसोड का होगा. आप उसके लिए हर रोज you are waiting for the time, now this is the time for the serial to go. So that kind of curiosity needs to be created, or that kind of desire needs to be created amongst the children. Or picture sequencing and storytelling and comic reading, right? Nothing good like this. Nothing is there, because see what that creates a kind of interest amongst the children, and they are eager to learn each and everything then. Because see, one comic picture, they want to see the other comic picture, what next the sequence is there, what next the sequence is there. So that creates a kind of enthusiasm there also. जो हम लोग सीरियल के लिए वेट करते हैं, वो कॉमिक बुक में बच्चे वेट करते हैं कि what next, and they have to eager to run to read the entire story in a single go. Otherwise, अगर आप बुक थमा दोगे, बच्चों को बुक दे दोगे हाथ में, उससे क्या करेगा, मुश्किल से एक पैराग्राफ भी पढ़ेगा, कहेगा ये बहुत पढ़ लिया, मैंने रख दिया बुक. So that kind of practical experience we do have, and after having this thing, we have got an opportunity to work with the Ministry of Education and the CBSE and Diksha portal. Our 7 or 8 novels are there on Diksha portal even also. Our teachers has created these novels using the graphics and all the story and all everything, and it is on the Diksha portal even also. We have created in physics, we have created in maths, we have created in social sciences, we have created in Hindi even also. So lot many things that this creation has been done. But for the small children, we are having story pictures and storytelling, and phonics is also again a very, very important aspect. And if we talk about the parents and the teacher, they both have to work equally. If either of the part is less,
Right.
we cannot see the progress.
Right, sir. Thank you so much, sir. And you have given a great idea for the graphics and all. Being of the computer background and all, you have utilized your talent over there. That's a very
No, it's
new and
not.
great.
It's not me only. Let me here mention you. My art department has, did a tremendous, job where they have created the cartoons, created the, characters, and the IT departments, they have, made all those scenes, and what the bubbles and the dialogues and everything they have included. Yeah. And the teachers, they have converted the entire chapters into stories.
Yeah,
so that was a
you
long
need
process.
you need the art
as
department.
Ma'am has mentioned, Neeta ma'am has mentioned, this this pandemic has given a lot of scope of learning. So we have utilized that time, and we learned a lot.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Excuse me, Mr. Chandu. I
Yes,
would like to put something here, like,
Sure.
as we were talking about reading, all of us, and we
Yes.
very much support each other in our views and opinions. But one thing what I would like to put up here is, like, children, when we speak about children learning style, there are different learning style of the children. Like some of them learn visually, the visual learners, some are auditory learners, and some of them are kinesthetic learners. So if we just tell the children, those who are visual learners, so they can even see the visual pictures or visual animations or visuals, and they can learn the things. So instead of reading, so instead of making all the children go through similar style, we can change as per the interest of the children. So that's what we are doing. Like as a head of the school, what I tell the children, like as per your interest, you can watch a television, and whatever you see in the television, you can come and tell us tomorrow. And some of them, they can do some character enactment, and from there what they've learned, they can just demonstrate. And of course, auditory is only when they're listening, they will be speaking. So similarly, we can just categorize the children interest, and we can divide the learning style of the children and reading styles of the children, sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am. That's a great thing you have told
And
to us.
Chandokji, one more very, very important aspect of reading skills is what this is practically I have implemented. I joined Lucent International School, and I was the founder principal there. So of my pre-primary classes, I have not taught for 2 months anything to the children. Parents were on my head. कि स्कूल क्या कर रहा है, कुछ भी नहीं पढ़ा रहा है बच्चों को. I simply have given them reading practice and writing practice, because without reading you cannot write. If you don't have the reading practice and you don't have the reading skills, you cannot write. Because see what, reading, that goes straight to the imagination, to your mind, and your motor system starts working, and your mind instructs your hand to write something.
Right.
So only 2 months I have taken, given to those children. I invested, rather, I would say. And once we have reopened in July, I have started with the the course curriculum and everything. Within 3 months of time, the children, they have finished the 5-month syllabus, and with a good quality handwriting and the reading skills. So this is a practical experience I do have with the small kids of nursery, KG and upper KG classes, where I have been, because this is the best age to inculcate, to imbibe those things. So this has been done, and the results were fantastic. So we have to focus to the pre-primary classes, that their reading skills, if they have developed the reading skills, writing skills will be improved on its own.
I second you with you, sir, because basically when you were talking about this, that also came into my mind, and everybody might be having the same opinion, that we had been seeing there are few pre-primary schools in every city who are doing very good. They are number one school in the and basically sometimes it happens that a parent wants to admit in a school where the child joins on playgroup and ends up at class 12 only. But sometimes you see that there are only pre-primary schools who are doing so good that the parents, they get admitted their child in that school. After that, they pay again the admission fees and all, and they get them to the school from grade 1 to 12. But basically, they want that the root, what we understand, what every parent has to understand, that the root of the child is from from this pre-primary only. So there, what I feel is what effectiveness, what they are giving from the others. I had been working in DPS. My kids, I get them studied their pre-primary from other school just because I would have got all the exemption of the pieces from my school and everything I would got. But I got my child studied from there. Now it is coming to my mind, these are the only habits which had been inculcated amongst my child, both the kids, that these things were being done, the reading habits were being done with the child, that they have become so sharp. My child, my daughter, from at the end of the first year, she started speaking in English. She was able to understand everything. Understanding everything means reading. Ultimately, we'll reach to that only. If we are going up with this simple thing of reading, basically, so the child or we can, do laurels to the students, and we can get success. This is what the idea you have given, sir, Pramod sir. and you did in one of the schools. It is always a problem with us also. Everyone also has a problem. आप homework ही नहीं देते. आप तो अब CBSE says कि at least till grade 2 you should not give homework.
Exactly, true, sir.
Exactly.
No homework.
No homework.
We tell them अगर आप फॉरेन कंट्री पढ़ाते तो लोगों को आप वहां तो मार के आते हैं मैनेजमेंट को. वो तो वहीं पे जाते हैं, बैग निकालते हैं, वहीं पढ़ते हैं, वहीं पे बैग
नहीं हो. No homework means
वो
no
घर में बैग भी
studies.
नहीं लेके जाते.
No homework means no studies.
Chandok sir,
Sorry to interrupt. In our place, in our area,
Yes,
the
ma'am.
government of Jammu and Kashmir last year has giving us notice that there will be only 2 books or 3 books up to 2nd standard, and tell me that with 3 books, how can literacy work can be improved of a child? It's
So this with all this,
this is
with all this
negative
we can do.
education sector, that we are the barriers with the government.
It is the mindset of many of the parents. With the pre-primaries, you put up in any of the school, and when it comes to grade 1 onwards, you put him in a good school. So that is opposite thinking they have, because roots you are going to get from pre-primary. The child should be in the pre-primary for the root at the root, and otherwise after grade 1, you can put up in any school. That is more important. So I was coming to Shilpa ma'am, to you only, that we are able to solve all these problems when the parents are coming to the school, when the kids are coming to the school, everything is happening. But how do you struggle, or how can you encourage reading habits, or how do you encourage reading habits when online system is going on?
Sir, as I told earlier also, that when the pandemic period has started, we came on the online mode, and before that nobody was working and nobody was even imagining regarding this mode. But when suddenly we came to this mode, we were definitely trying best to give the best to our child. And as from the 1.5 year of our discussion, we came to know that literacy, that means our reading skills, matters a lot in terms of all the overall development of a child. When this situation came to us, the main target that was standing in front of us, how to improve the literacy and the reading skills of a child. Because when the child came to the school in a physical class, we got interact with him personally and with each, but during and to the online mode, this fact was lessening up, because on the online mode, the main focus is giving on the listening and speaking skills, not on the reading skills. But sir, after 2 or 3 months, after the pandemic period of 2020, two days in a week was given to the reading skills in every class, whether it was pre-primary, whether it was primary wing. And competitions and the group discussion was started, and it was created as a part and parcel of the curriculum after the completion of the lesson, or maybe of the Hindi, maybe of the language. The most important part was given to the reading skills, and even random book was also provided to the kids. Random topic was given to the kids, and even random newspaper was also given to the kids. And now each day, thought of the day and word of the day has given to each and every class. Before the starting of the online class, kids read and spoke the thought of the day, and
Right.
even they write the word of the day also on their writing notebook, and they during before the starting the class, they show their notebook and speak such thought also, and the word of the day also.
That's great, ma'am. That's great. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah.
Summing up, sir, Amritash sir, you have heard that what are our grievances, what are our problems, what are we doing, and how we're facing it. So you just tell that, because we have requested you to come over here and tell about your this Club 1 BR program, which you are providing, of course, free of cost. So how are in precise, in 2 minutes or whatever you can tell us in precise, that what is exactly this is and how we are going to get help from that, so that we may be able to conclude the program.
Sure, absolutely. I mean, as the principals have noted, and Sarjit sir, I have met you and your panel earlier also. I think this the wide variety of schools that we have in our country, the exact issue is different. In some schools, it needs more parent support. In some schools, it needs access. In some schools, the principals want data. So we are very flexible in the way Club 1BR works. As soon as a school signs up, there is a person who's assigned from my team to the school. They get the app free, of course, and then they start receiving data every 2 weeks. And subsequently, depending on how the school requires it, we plan further interventions for the school. One of the things that I love doing is I do a parent workshop called I don't read, but I want my child to read, which is a big problem. You know, a lot of parents don't read, but they want their children to read. So how do you manage that? And without any judgment to the parents, because sometimes the parents will become readers because their child wants to become a reader. And sometimes the parent doesn't have time or is not in that position, but still should be allowed to, become that reader, have that ambition for their child. So as the relationship with the school progresses, somebody from my team is constantly in touch with the school, and we figure out what the school could use that we have that we can provide. So that's how it works. There are about 600 odd schools in the program now. It's just a 4-month-old program, so I don't have a lot to offer, but hopefully within the year, we will keep adding stuff to it.
So what about the teachers training? What do you teach to the teachers? Because basically they are the first person who are going to connect with the children. Absolutely. To make them a habit of learning, this reading.
So one of the things we do in our teacher training workshop, because most teachers are also mothers or fathers, the first thing we do is we treat them as a parent. We tell them, how could you use this for your child? How would you read stories to your own child? And we build a bond on that and then say, look, this is this program you can use in your classroom like this. And the app has a web version. So they can actually open the app in the classroom. They can pick the stories they want to read in classroom. They can read it with their children on Zoom or on a smart board, and then share it on their WhatsApp group or Google groups, so that the child can do the subsequent homework. I'm laughing because you just mentioned about homework at home. So any follow-up that happens is seamless because it's using the same technology. So far I think we also do a teachers community where teachers can sign in and check what other teachers are doing. And some of the more active teachers, they join our storytelling advanced workshops. Those are a little longer workshops. But like some teachers are very excited about it. Some teachers have too much on their plate right now. Of course, in this pandemic zone, teachers, principals, parents, everybody is overworked. So we don't want to add to the burden.
So that what you're telling, sir, that you are having that where the teachers can join in, they can exchange their ideas. Like we are exchanging our ideas in this platform. There the teachers can exchange their ideas. Maybe we see now when we were studying, the situation were different. There were no activities when we were very small. And when we got married and our kids were there in the pre-primaries, we started up those things which we never did. So somewhere we have to start. It is not like that the teacher has not done or the parent has not done. So we can start somewhere. We can start somewhere and learn also. Because if we are not learning, because this is a situation, this is, the time is like if we are not working according to the, environment, we will not get success. Even at this age also, we learn every day. Technology or anything, whatever it is. We were never, we were never in, we were never using this computers or these laptops in any time. But things came into being. So before pandemic, even it's not far away. Before pandemic also, we were not having so many webinars or so many discussions on online. So if we keep on learning along with the environment, then only you'll get success. So here the basically thing what I understand from all the eminent guests and whatever Amrita sir you have told, that if this is the time when we are having this pandemic and online classes are going on. Offline, the government is saying to start, but whatever response what we are going to get, what about the third wave and all, even if the classes start up, basically we have to start up with the pre-primaries. So their pre-primary or primary, there the thing is first that the teachers, if your program feel it is good, that is why we have connected with you, that we can create an interest among the teachers. You whatever environment you get, why does a parent want the child should go to the model academy only because he'll get that type of atmosphere over there. Why not in that particular school? अरे वहाँ पे बिगड़े हुए बच्चे हैं, वहाँ पढ़ते लिखते नहीं हो तो और बर्बाद है, वहाँ बच्चे पढ़ते. Environment will be like, again, when the teachers will go into environment, when they sign in and when they'll see that all the teachers are doing this and this and that, this and that, वो होता क्या है कि ultimately they'll also start doing that. They'll follow. So they'll follow because like we see in private sector and government sector, वो भी नहीं काम कर रहा तो हम भी नहीं करेंगे. But in private sector, if you are working, then only you will be able to survive. Even you will be doing better, then only you'll be able to survive. Otherwise, you are out. So that way, when the teachers will get the atmosphere there, they will get into that. When that thing will get into their head, of course, they will move it forward to the kids. Ultimately, parents are always ready. Parents are always ready. Sometimes you have to convince them that, sir, this is the importance. And like you said, you also give a parent orientation type of programs also to the parents if it is needed. So the parents also are keen because at this pandemic time, they're paying the fees and everything. And they want whatever they have not done, their kids should do that. Thank you so much. All of you have listened to me also, but I'm not so learned as you all people are. But still, because I get the ideas from you, because I get ideas, I get more ideas because every time I'm with the different principals and the eminent people like Pramod sir and Neeta ma'am and Manjari ma'am and Shilpa ma'am and Amitabh sir, where I get we get so good ideas to exchange among self about reading. Thank you so much for joining in today, everyone, and hope to see you again sometime again.
Thank you, Chandok sir, and my fellow members. It was great talking to all of you.
My pleasure. Thank you, Amitabh sir.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, everyone.
It was
It's
pleasure
nice.
being on the same platform with each one of you. Thank you, Chandok sir, for bringing us together. It was again a learning experience, and there are a lot of takeaways for me from this platform. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Shilpa ma'am. Thank you, Neeta ma'am.
Shilpa ma'am, thank you so much.
Bye, ma'am.
Visiting Akrur very soon.
Yeah, please.
Sure. Send to me, sir. After that is my number, sir.
Yeah, surely. Thanks a lot.
Okay,
Thanks a lot.
Bye, sir. Good day.
It was really wonderful evening.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Shilpa ma'am. And we'll of course come to you.
Sure, sir. Sure. Most welcome.
Bye, ma'am.
When we need to